KARREN getting blocked by a blade there, but he does make it. Ron just a very slight lead at the moment. And oh, death there on the platform by KARREN, which gives Ron a nice decent lead on his first run at the moment, making it no problem past the jumps, and coming through here toward the infamous lattice dodge is going to feign death, doesn't like to wait. Ron at the rising platforms has a jump dodge technique here, makes it no problem. He's at the room of the spiders, does not fall like valco, and will get the first cap here for 1-0. Passing the spiders here, making it no problem. That last dodge looked almost a little bit short, but he does make it and finishes 1-1 at the end. And Ron taking another well-deserved rest there, spamming crouch as well. I'm liking this guy more and more the more that I watch him. He's getting closer to legend status. Congratulations, Naru, on your money match win. You're €80 richer today. I didn't catch the match. I was streaming a load of these games, but I did see little snippets and felt like you had a very good game. Congratulations. As Ron comes into his second cap at a time of 1:13, will arrive for his second cap as well, which puts the pressure back onto Ron here. But Ron's looking pretty good on this map at the moment. 0 deaths from him and just the one from KARREN in that bridge room, like we said earlier. And final room now where Ron can die. Will he feel the nerves in the spiders? Ooh. Yeah, looks fine. He's chilling out, gonna shoot some of them. He's nervous, he doesn't know where KARREN is, so he's not gonna mess around anymore. And finishes it out for 3-2. Like I said, one of the longer maps, and it doesn't really have too many places you can die. It just has lots of rooms that can be awkward to pass, which make time losses, and we just saw KARREN there spending a good 20 seconds in that first room, whilst Ron is just charging his way through the map and and just has to make the CTF broken limits dodge. Classic insta technique, and makes the first cap for 1-0. So KARREN approaching the flag room now, so he's got to grab the boots. Wow, he goes for a lift jump into this section rather than the dodge. I A, have never seen that, and B, did not know you could do that, so props to him for teaching us the new strats on EvilTwin. And does a nice front flip technique there to equalise at 1-1. So Ron coming in to make his second cap here, and nice technique there with the dodge, makes it 2-1. KARREN coming up to cap now, he'll do his front flip technique here again, I guess, yep, and does it very well. Caps with 53 seconds behind Ron on his run, assuming he makes his lift jump here. He can't die anymore, so it's GG. Ron coming in to make the map 3-2, and that is GG. So, good work. Wow, I'm messing up the stream already quite a lot here. There we go. Right, valco on the left, KARREN on the right, and yeah. Death already there from KARREN, missing the second dodge in that lava room. You know, I say that, we did see Safester make a ridiculous death in that room with the flag, so I guess you can never speak too soon. And KARREN in the flag room. This can be a tough dodge. We've seen certain net speeds have struggled to make that dodge. Can be a bit tricky though. These platforms, they kind of sink in the middle and around the edges, so you have to land in a particular spot around the sides to be able to do it properly. And we can see KARREN doing the technique that valco first tried to do in that room, but then decided against. And KARREN actually catching up to valco now. valco known for hitting about 40 headshots per map in weapon CTF games, is struggling to hit a stationary target. But, ooh, KARREN with the long bounce there, and he has made it, and he's got a very slight lead on valco this time, and they're both into the what I call the easy section of the map now. And I think we will see KARREN just get a slight lead on valco with the cap. That being said, we've seen KARREN struggle a little bit on the dodge wall coming up, so that may let valco just overtake slightly here. Makes it first try though. Needs a couple more attempts for the lift jump, although valco makes it first go, so overtakes and caps it out 2-1, and KARREN really struggling in that room there, but does eventually make it to 2-2, so we have a real game on our hands here. valco's struggling up the big dodge wall in this map, whereas KARREN's struggling more toward the end of the map, which is kind of evening them out, although we are seeing 3 deaths versus 1. 3 for KARREN, 1 for valco, and valco with pretty much the same time as KARREN, 155 versus 154, with deaths from from both players even. valco taking a dip in the lava, and he's not looked very solid in that room either, but overtakes KARREN already. valco generally seems to be the faster player, more stable, but somehow only has a very marginal lead over KARREN. KARREN also working through that room. I think KARREN's looking more comfortable here in this room, and valco again failing that dodge wall. So oh, KARREN KARREN does not appreciate what the walk key brings to Bunnytrack. Luxor is the map pick from KARREN, so that would give him an opportunity to make a comeback and maybe get a tie out of this match. But valco will know he's got all the time in the world here after seeing that death from KARREN. Well timed lift jump and capping it out for a 3-2, which is the second map. And valco on the left, KARREN on the right. Here we go. Both players looking pretty good at the moment. KARREN with a very slight lead. BT is a game not just of execution, but of dealing with the pressure of a cup game, and KARREN taking his first death. Last room where he can die. Well, I say that. We did see a very special showcase from iSpies here in the flag room, which is definitely one of the highlights of the cup. Meanwhile, KARREN making it through the hard room as valco goes to make his first cap there. And ooh, a death there from valco, which is going to give KARREN a chance here. He's probably a good 20 seconds behind valco still. He's still got to wait about an ice age for this flag to become available for the pickup, which he does eventually get here. And caps for 1-1, which means, yeah, he is a good 18-19 seconds behind valco. And valco making the last room, so he will grab this flag. valco, good friend of iSpies, but chooses not to do the iSpies way with that flag, capping it 2-0. As KARREN enters the flag room as well, so this is a guaranteed cap now for KARREN, so it's all down to valco to hold his nerve here. He's in the last room where he can possibly die here, makes it no problem, and only with a narrow marginal lead above KARREN. KARREN's hoping for a death here. Is valco going to do an iSpies? I don't think so. I wish that he would. No, doesn't even go close to it for the memes. And that is GG. Code already struggling out of this first room, decides to make his way back rather than suiciding, which is a good idea, I think. And this is the hardest part of the map coming up, and Dinner with the jump around, no problem. PinCode also making it. I think PinCode's had a... Oh dear, Dinner running over the button, it doesn't activate. He didn't really run over the centre of it, he ran around the sides and died, and PinCode died at exactly the same moment as well, I think in the room just before. Yeah, both players starting again, but we can see that Dinner is just significantly faster than PinCode, generally speaking, on this map. Second half of the map here, Dinner jumping onto the button, misses the shot. He's flustered. He's very flustered. He does not like these buttons at all. PinCode actually took a lead, but died in the following room. And Dinner just taking his time here. Hits the button successfully, actually makes a shot, and this is the furthest we've ever seen Dinner in this map. And he has made it into the flag room. So he's just got the flag bouncers to go now. Doesn't like the button. Waits a moment. Decides to look left and right instead of just one direction because it's yellow swag, I guess. And meanwhile, Dinner is just dying left, right and centre in this first room right now. I think he's trying to rush it a bit too much. PinCode going for the double bounce in that room. That's an interesting technique from him. Makes 3 shots and will equalise here for 1-1. PinCode doing the shots. He looks very, very close to the same wall that he's actually shooting into. It's looking dodgy for him in that flag room, but he has made it now. Of course, he's got one more with the flag. Nice little technique on the bounce pad there, but he's... Okay, he has made the shot. Jumps into the button again, and will make the cap here to put the pressure back onto PinCode. So all he's got to do now is hold his nerve. And I worry for him in this flag room, to be honest. I really do. I don't like his approach. Here he goes. Makes the first shot. Makes the second. No problem at all. Third shot. And he will win this map. 3-2. Okay. And they're clicked. And we'll get this second map underway. It is the map pick from Dinner. So we should see a bit more of an advantage for him on this map. Okay, well, sure. Okay, both players dying now. Dinner with a slight lead again, but nope. 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 It's not happening for these guys. Okay, here we go. Dinner makes it out the first room. So does PinCode. And we've seen quite a lot of people die at this drop and shoot section. There's one right there. PinCode goes for an early shot. Last room where he can die. Shout out to spies, because actually that's not true at all. It is possible to grab the flag here and dodge into the lava. I was upset that Valco didn't do that himself in his match earlier today. And Dinner will make the first cap here. 1-0. Makes his way into this final room, and got an interesting setup in this room. Oh, goodness me, he almost missed that platform there. We saw Deep do something similar, jumping into the side windows, but Deep was, he had a very fluid technique there, dodging and lift jumping from one of the movers. Oh, a death there from Dinner. Hits the drop. I'm nervous for him in this room again. Let's see what he does. Sits in the window. Ooh, weird technique, but it works for him. And he's going to make the second cap, 2-1. Dinner now, getting through the hard segment of the map. Oh, wrong side. Gets through the lava room. And will cap. So this gives PinCode a very, very good cushion of a lead. And we've seen Dinner die a number of times in the spawn room as well. So PinCode now, it's all in his hands. All he's got to do is make it through these last 2 rooms. Hits the shot. Jumps into the wall. Makes it no problem, and we have a match win here for PinCode. both times not getting the first cap. PinCode really struggling in the first half of these maps, but just finding his stride, waving to the camera, and we're going to see another 3-2 victory here for PinCode. Dinner just losing his composure later on into both these maps.